Hello Pisces, it's Kaylove's Tarot. Right, let's do first half of December. I apologise, he's coming out a couple of days late. These are running from the 1st to the 15th of December 2019. These are for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. We're going to start with 5 card, general, and then we'll move on to love lives straight after. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, first half of December 2019. Okay, central issue Pisces, Tower reversed. The root is the 5 of Wands reversed. Recent past is the Chariot reversed. Crowning, the Emperor reversed. And what's coming towards you is the 3 of Wands. I think some of you guys are waiting for a resolution that just may not come just yet. I think if you're waiting for something, it might not occur during this time. Not to say it won't occur a bit later on. I'm just not convinced that whatever it is that you're waiting on is going to happen at this point. Let's quickly clarify and get to the nitty gritty. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. The 10 of Swords in the reverse. King. You've got a lot of reversals here. Look at all this. Let me just throw some oracle cards on this for you guys. Pisces, Pisces. Individuality. And self-love. Okay. I'm going to clarify that 3 of Wands in a moment. Let's just make our way through it. Okay. So, that crowning position is really fucking bothering me. I'm not even going to lie. But let's start from the beginning. Central issue. Tower reversed with the Page of Pentacles reversed. Something hasn't been offered. Because if it was, it'd mess everything up. Whether I mean, the page tends to be a gesture. An offering of a gesture. And I think that you've been holding back from offerings. Don't get me wrong, this could be on the vice versa, especially for the cross watchers. But I think someone's been holding back from offering something here because if it was offered, it'd mess everything up. It'd be pretty disastrous. So we're avoiding that. And the reason why is because we don't think it's worth it yet. Someone hasn't healed themselves enough for this to be worth it. I think some of you are looking at someone very closely. Could be a partner, could be a prospective partner, could be a family member or even a friend. And it's like, I want to do this for you, but I'm not. Because if I did, there could be, I don't know, this person who you're dealing with, there could be an ungrateful piece of shit. Their behaviour could be not very good at the moment. So you want to offer it, but you're holding back because you want to see better results. You want this person to do better. You want to see better from this person. Because up to press, what you've seen hasn't been good. Maybe you've been dealing with somebody who's been messing you around and you're starting to wonder why you're even allowing them to stick around at this point. In the recent past, you've not been able to move forward with a lot of things that you've wanted to do, especially on the emotional front. And there may be this emotional drainage going on, but you may also have noticed that someone's emotionally manipulated you in the past and you really don't want that to happen again. And I feel like the Chariot, sorry, the bubble in my throat then. Well, the Chariot really, especially in the reverse, is you nipping this kind of stuff in the bud. You know, no, we're not doing that, we're not doing that. So that could be an indication that, if for example, if this is someone that you've been dating or if this is someone that you've been with for some time but you may be on the rocks with them, you've been through this kind of thing before. And like I say, that crowning position's bothering me because it's outright abuse. And I kind of want to say some of you may be feeling at this time that you've jumped out the frying pan and into the fucking fire. For example, if you'd left somebody in the past and you've moved on, you've managed to move on and sort of get away from any kind of abuse or controlling, I want to say, because the Emperor in the reverse can be very controlling. And the King of Wands in the reverse, I mean, to see these two together, I mean, let's just put it like this. If the devil, I mean, the devil's not here, but if the devil was here, I'd be like, shit, somebody's getting beat up. Someone's getting beatings. I'm not saying that's not what's going on. I'm just saying that's how close this is to that kind of abuse. Or it could be physical for some of you. Or it has been in the past and you're very fearful of that happening again. And I think that that's why you're on the fence with somebody else here. Because the last thing you need is history repeating itself. And I feel like that's where we come to the Three of Wands. You're just waiting. It's almost as if you kind of instinctively know it's coming. Some of you, this could be outright paranoia and not quite a reality. But for others of you, this could be a reality. And it's bothering me to read this for you guys. For others of you, I don't know where I'm getting this from. It was parental abuse from when you were a child. And I'm wondering if there could be some sort of a reunion going on in the run-up to Christmas. And you're not looking forward to it. And I think you sort of waiting to see if this person's changed before you let them back in. It's bothering me, I'm not going to lie. So I dread to think how it's affecting you guys if you've been going through this. I mean, this won't resonate for all of you. Still stick around though, because your love life might resonate if this one doesn't. But Spirit will always throw out the most important message for the time. Even if only one person resonates with it, if it's the most important message Spirit wants to get out, and they know that someone's going to watch it that needs to, that's what's going to happen. You know, I got a lot of divvy comments that I've had to delete just lately from people seeming to think that every general reading is for them, and it's not. You know, if you want a reading specifically for you, you come for a fucking personal. It's simple as that, isn't it? My heart goes out to whoever this is resonating with, though. My heart really goes out. I'm in shock at that crowning position, let's just put it like that. Because this could definitely be abuse, whether it's controlling abuse, whether it's financial abuse, whether it's physical abuse. There's definitely something you're very fearful of. And you're at, you feel like you're not in control of the situation, that somebody's in control of you. And it's really bothering you. And you're just waiting to see if this is going to change. That's what I feel like you're doing. I think you're just hanging on that a little bit longer in the hopes that this is just a phase and it'll pass. It's not the same as it was before. Let's just wait it out and see. So let's see if you should or not, shall we? What was that just fell out? Seven of Wands, reverse. And the King of Swords. I think your reality check's going to come in pretty thick and fast, Pisces. That you're going to realise that you may have to give up. Seven of Wands in the upright, you're putting up a fight. You know, you may be pushing back, but in the reverse, it's literally just giving up. And the King of Swords, it's that reality check. This is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Here's the facts. Whether you figure this out on your own or whether you hear it from someone or from said person, you finally get the truth about where you're headed and where you're going. To the point where some of you are going to want to give up and not wait around anymore. For some of you, this may just be an ultimatum that you may have to give, because don't forget the King can also be strict, harsh, brutal, in-your-face truth. So for some of you, you may be telling this person, look, I've been watching, I can see what's going on, I know what you're doing, I know. And this way you say, look, I'm going to give up. I don't really want to wait around for change anymore. I'm going to give up. So either you change right now or we're done here. And I feel like if that's the brutally honest truth that you have to give before you absolutely give up completely, it may work. Maybe you need to give the reality check to somebody here. If you feel okay doing that. Some of you are going to be too afraid, and some of you literally are just going to give up. But I think if you can find a way to communicate with whoever this is, to put them in the Rembrandt, really, to give them the benefit of the doubt, something may happen, something may change. It's not a cert for all of you, but for some of you that might help. I think I'm done with that. Let's take a better look at your love lives, you guys. And see if we've got messages for anybody else. Right then. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising Pisces. Giving a relationship a chance. Calling in a soulmate. And finances and career. Not surprised to see that this time of the year. Right then. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Pisces. Love for Pisces. Two there. Is that Judgment? Yeah, it is. That's Judgment and the Knight of Swords. Two there, two. The King of Swords, sorry, no, it's the King of Wands in the reverse again. That's twice now, and the Moon in the reverse as well. And two there. The Six of Swords and the Eight of Swords reversed. So, I just want to pull note to this Eight of Swords. I mean, that is typical what we used to see with the Eight of Swords. Can you guys see that eagle? It's the bird of prey, isn't it? That you guys finally see exactly who you shouldn't be trusting, especially when it comes to work and finances. For some of you, you could have an abusive partner that's shit with money. And I'm wondering if you actually start to see why. And the Six of Swords, at least if you know the problem, you can deal with it. And I think that that's where moving away from drama comes in with that Six of Swords. It's like, right, we know the problem now, we can get out of it. You know, giving a relationship a chance. Some of you are going to give this a second chance. And the Knight of Swords really is rushing in. But it could be rushing in with communication as well, to sort of say, look, I'm happy to do this and give this another chance, but you fucking mess about again, I'm off. So some of you, it could be an ultimatum with a second chance. And then here we've got calling in a soulmate, and do you see the snake in that card? That snake is huge. It's like a fucking anaconda. Do you see that? Wrapped around the tree. For some of you, you have it in the moon reversed. It's what's coming out, what's coming to light is that you may have, some of you have found that you really have jumped out the frying pan into the fire, and that someone you consider your soulmate is actually an abusive piece of shit. Like I say, this is split 50-50. Some of you are going to give this a chance, but it comes with an ultimatum. For others, you are going to get the hell out of there because you can't see any way out. We see the problem, we have to get out of it. For some of you, the person that you're dealing with is that eagle, is that bird of prey. Especially if the finance situation's involved. For others of you, you may have already been through this kind of thing and gotten out of it. And this could just be confirmation that, yeah, you were fucking right to get out of it. So don't feel bad, you know, especially if this was a recent breakup. There is concern for the singletons that if you've recently left an abusive relationship, be careful about who you entertain moving forward, because it's highly likely you could be jumping out the frying pan into the fire, and it boils down to naivety. Because someone think about it, if you're in an abusive relationship, that person will put you down to the point where you think you can't get any better. So guess what? You start actually going for dog shit because you think that's all you're worth. I think Spirit's trying to highlight here. No, you're worth a lot more. Don't put up with bullshit. You don't have to. Don't do it. And start working to make yourself feel better about yourself. You know, self-love. Remember, we saw that oracle card in the first reading. Self-love, self-worth. What is your value? It's a lot more than you probably think it is. Like I said, this won't resonate for everybody, and if it hasn't, please don't bitch in the comments. Just check out your mini horizon, or go see if another reader on YouTube's got the messages for you at this time. I'm going to leave that there for now. If anyone wants personal reading, feel free to email me. I also have a 2020 yearly personal spread available for purchase. It's just £75, and it's literally the entire deck that we're using plus oracle cards. I think in total it was something like 86 cards used, something like that. And we literally go through month by month, and we look at what you need to know, what may be coming towards you, what advice you need throughout specific periods. You know, we take a look at your well-being as well, so which may be of interest to some Pisceans that may be going through this. And there's some really good spiritual advice involved too. And it's a big reading. It lasts between an hour and a half. So it's definitely worth it. And you can also download it and keep it for the year, just to use for reference as and when you need to. Right, I'm going to leave that there, Pisces. And I wish you guys all the best. If anyone doesn't want a personal reading, email me. It's at the bottom of the screen. And I will be back on or around the 15th. Take care. Bye for now.